Good morning. It's been such a long time since I did a video that I thought today would be the perfect day to make one. And I want to show you how I created this cute little card that has the new Sale-a-bration set, Lovely Lattice. It's 3 stamps that you can get for free with a qualified order, which is $50 or more. And it comes out of this lovely brochure, the Sale-a-bration brochure that started on January 3rd. Now I'm just going to flip through just to show you that there are numerous items that you can pick for every $50 that you spend. This is another favorite of mine, the Hello Cupcake. Obviously, I love ribbon, so that's another freebie that you can get. We've got some wood elements here of butterflies. That for a closer look, if you want to see what it looks like. Lots of shadows today. Then we have also this awesome designer series paper that has butterflies and black and white prints on the other side. Another cute little nature one by the sea. Another fun one with a little rooster. Some more foil paper in Grapefruit Grove and lovely lipstick. Cute little set here with some frogs. We've got a word set. There's the Lovely Lattice. We've got a card kit. We've got some framelits. Now the framelits are a little bit different along with the Lasting Lily Stamp Set. If you were to spend $100, you could pick either the framelits or you could pick the Lovely Lilies. Lasting Lilies, sorry. But this promotion runs from January 3rd through March 31st. And for every $50 that you spend, you get to pick something out of this brochure. And again, I showed you the beginning here, the different things for $50. And then if you reach 100, you can pick 2 $50 items, or there are 2 items at the $100 level. The other thing is the occasion catalog also started packed with fun product in here. Too long to go through because you know me, my phone is full of pictures, especially after this weekend because I was away with my friends. So I have to make sure I have enough space. I did try to delete a few things. Hi, Elizabeth. I did delete a few things so that I could make it. So, but this is the card I'm going to quickly show you. And I don't even have a host code out, which is bad because I just want to make sure that I get going on my Facebook Lives, but I do have one on my website. If you do go on there and shop, it's www.bonniestamped.com, and on the right hand side you will see that there's a hostess code posted, and of course I would love if you guys would shop with me. And the product is just amazing between the occasions catalog and the annual catalog, and then you get that freebie with the Sale-a-bration right now. So what I wanted to share is how I colored this lovely lattice here. Now, I've seen numerous projects online with them all coloring in the pencils or with markers or with aqua painters and, of course, our lovely stamping blends. But I wanted to just show it in a different light. So what I did, I stamped it on very vanilla and with early espresso ink because I wanted to incorporate it kind of more of like an earthy look or a warm feel. I didn't want to go bright. I really was looking for that kind of muted look with this. So what I did, I stamped it twice just so you can see that 2 fit on a sheet of paper here. So for my class, this works out perfectly. And I did already hold this in a class and they absolutely loved it. My color choices are Grapefruit Grove, because I'm loving Grapefruit Grove right now. Old Olive, which is in an old ink pad style, Crumb Cake, and Early Espresso. So those are my 3 choices. I'm not going to sponge dauber. Of course, I used one of my old embellishment kit cases here to hold my little sponge daubers here. I'm not going to use Early Espresso because it's a little too dark. I just wanted it for the outline. So what I'm going to start with is Grapefruit Grove. So I'm going to open up my Grapefruit Grove. I'm going to grab one of my sponge daubers, and I know I can't come in closer, but I'm hoping that you guys can see this. So I'm just going to dab some ink, and I'm going to start in the middle of my flower here, and I'm going to push down and rub. And I'm going to kind of expand my circle, so hopefully you guys can see that. I'll move it up closer in a second. But I went in and got a little bit more, and I'm just kind of, I'm not being really aggressive and going really hard on with the color, but, you know, using that circular motion so that I don't get the little bit of the sponge dauber look. So you can kind of see how that worked, right? Okay, then I'm just going to go around and kind of color in my flowers with the sponge dauber. Now, I'm not worried if I go outside the lines. I'm not looking to stay inside the lines. Like, I wanted that kind of drawn out, messy, if you want to say that's messy, look. And I'm also not going all the way to the tips of the flower because I kind of want to just leave some white. Sometimes I do too much. Sometimes less is more. And I'm just going around and around. And this is totally not prepped because I was away. And if I prep it, you know what'll happen? Time will go, and then I'll be running out of time, and I have to bring lunch to my son because he forgot it. So we're moving. We're doing this, right? So here's Old Olive. I'm going to open that guy up. I'm going to move Grapefruit Grove out of the way. I'm going to grab my Old Olive. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing with the leaves. Now, what I'm doing is I'm using like kind of the edge of the sponge dauber and kind of just coloring them in. I'm not really swirling because there's not enough room, but I'm kind of just shading in where there are some leaves. And I'm just gently, and if I get it on the flower, I'm okay. I'm not too concerned. Just going to add some green in, right there, some over here. So, whoops, is that a leaf right there? So if you use the edge, you're okay. So now you see how that looks? Kind of messy, right? But you can see I left some of the vanilla showing up here, so it's not the whole flower is shaded. Not sure why, but I thought it just looked better that way when you left it. Sometimes, like I said, I do overkill with the color because it's so pretty, but then I do overkill. Okay, so now my last color is Crumb Cake. And first I'm going to color in my lattice that's in the back here, right? I'm just going to go around my flowers. And I'm okay if I touch them. It's okay, girls or boys. Work of art. No wrong in art, right? So you can kind of just see how I'm shading it. Now, guess what I'm going to do? Don't freak out. Just to blend all my colors together, I'm going to even go outside of this a little bit. I am totally going over everything I just sponged. But guess what? I still have that shade look on my flowers. It didn't really tint them too badly. It just gave them enough that it softened the look and kind of blended all the colors together. I love how it turned out. And all my people that were in class last week loved it. So it was a success. And I love the colors I chose. Hopefully you do too. And again, it was Grapefruit Grove, Crumb Cake, and Grapefruit Grove, Old Olive, and Crumb Cake. So see, simple, right? Very simple. And you know what? I had done another card in the class that required them to use stamping blends. And I knew it was going to take time with them with that. So I needed like a quick card to balance out the time. And this was the perfect choice. Even with fussy cutting, yes, there's no framelit to match this one. Fussy cutting this one is not bad because it's a large stamp. So, and as you can see, when I cut, I really don't remove the scissors from the paper. I kind of turn my paper to go to my scissor. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to veer off course right there, so that I can just kind of maneuver in here. But as you can see, like I'm just turning my paper. Another little tip that I do is I always leave a border. I don't try to cut super close to the image. I find when you cut super close to the image, well, my eyes at least, tell me that I cut crooked because I went into the pattern and now it doesn't look right. So when I leave an edge, are you guys dizzy yet? Because I keep twisting this paper. When I leave an edge, it just doesn't look like I cut crooked. Because you would think after all these years, I could cut straight. I can't. So I'm just going to cut around, as you can see. So super fun, right? I love sponge daubers. They really do work. And even if you think you can't get in there with those leaves, you see my leaves. They're not perfect, and I didn't want them perfect. I liked how it looked. All fussy cut. So can you guys see that? I'm going to just tap on the screen to make sure. Perfect now. And like I said, just that crumb cake where I went over on the top, kind of just blended it all together. Nothing's like super powerful or super bright or... And like I said, if you're going to do a class or you're going to make, you can get 2 on the side here. So that's perfect. Okay, so my paper I chose was Grapefruit Grove. And I cut it at 5.5 by 8.5. And I am going to, didn't score this one. Gonna meet the sides here, or the ends, not the sides. Oh my, look at my pen exploded. Oh no. Well, let's grab a different bone folder that doesn't have pen all exploded on it. Holy mackerel there. All right, there we go. Got to clean that out today. Gonna do that. I did the embossing folder of the brick wall. Now, I chose this one because I felt like it was more on the outside. I keep using the same embossing folders. Do you guys find that you use the same ones over and over? And then you forget that you have other ones. So my choice was not to use the lots of dots or the tuft one. I use that one all the time lately. And then we have this cute little brick wall one, and I thought it was perfect for the flowers. So, and I'm also using it on the side where it's like dented in as opposed to popping out. So I'm just going to add some Fast Fuse, which I know is no longer available, but I still have a few more cartridges left over, so we're going to use them up. This layer is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Going to grab some dimensionals and just place them right on top or on the back here. I hope that you guys like this and that you'll share it with your friends. And again, like I said, this stamp set is only available from January 3rd through March 31st. It's part of Sale-a-bration. If you spend $50, you can earn it for free or pick it for free. I'm going to place it right on top like that. And then I am going to add, I already did my little banner, like so. And I love this stamp set. This is a new one from the Occasions catalog. It's called Strong and Beautiful. It has lots of pretty words that you would send to one of your good friends or your mom or so very super cute stamp set right there. So believe it or not, I did not put this up as with dimensionals. I'm just going to put this right here and place that right down. Now I will tell you, I forgot to stamp a little flower. So let's see, we still have time. If I run out, we're all good, right? So far, because you guys saw from the beginning. So I'm going to grab my little flower. Now, have you guys noticed we have cling stamps now? So I have returned to putting my stickers on my stamps. So we're going to put that right there. Grab Early Espresso. Hi, Rhonda. I just saw you pop up there. And I'm going to just take this because I have room right there. Stamp it. And I bet you I still have ink on here, but we're just going to do a little dabble of ink. Let me grab my green one. Let's see if this one has, yep. We'll do a little bit of green. And again, on the green, I use like the edges. It doesn't look like it has any ink on it. And I'm, of course, going to use crumb cake to go over it just to blend it in. I don't know, so easy. Okay. And then I am going to do this. Hi, Laura. And then I'm going to do this and cut it out. And again, with my fussy cutting, you see my paper never leaves my scissor, or my scissor never leaves the paper. You just cut it around. Oops, sorry. Was I not even on screen there? Sorry. And like that. I will tell you that looks a little dull, so I'm going to just grab my sponge dauber, make it a little bit brighter. Quick. So far, so good. I don't think I'm out of room on my phone yet. So I was away in Maryland. I did not get caught in the snowstorm. I did make it home. I had a great time with my sorority sisters. It's unbelievable that they have been in my life for almost 30 years. So many of us are celebrating our 50th birthday, so we went down and had a fun weekend. And I'm going to place that right there. Believe it or not, I already tied my bow, of course, with the linen thread. It's small and delicate, but it's the perfect size. And let me just grab, of course, my glue dots from this. Oh, here are my glue dots. Thank goodness everything is just a mess in my room and I can find it. I'm going to touch the bow to there, and we're going to just add that bow. So there you go, girls, boys, everyone that's watching. I hope you will share that. But how cute is that from the Lovely Lattice Stamp Set that's part of Sale-a-bration? And again, I saw so many samples where everyone is coloring with pencils and blends that I really didn't want to show it that way. I wanted to show it in a different way so that you could see how quick and simple it is to color the stamped image and cut it out and place it on a card in no time flat. Of course, you can change out the colors. Stampin' Up! Has a variety. And you can shop my online store. It's bonniestampt.stampinup.net. And I do have a hostess code, but I did not prepare myself because I wanted to just make sure I got the Facebook Live out because I've been behind the ball on that. So I hope you guys all have a great day, and I hope I inspired you to make your own card for one of your great friends. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.